A Spurs team walking to the locker room earlier, determined to have a big night on their home floor. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. One of the best, the lively and colorful Riverwalk. Just part of what makes San Antonio such a great town. Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan is a prolific scorer, but he's also a dangerous drive and kick weapon. He said, "I never pay attention to the defender guarding me. I look at the four guys behind him and how they react. A lot of times I don't even look to score. I draw 3 or 4 guys and get my teammates open shots." Kevin?
Great vision, David. Thank you. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Wednesday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
And that game against the Warriors, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs, Derek White is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Walker in at the 3 spot. Well, the Grizzlies' coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
Absolutely relentless. Driving to the rim. Brooks wasn't going to be denied.
Murray outside. He doesn't hit that one. Nice D from Valanciunas. Here's Brooks. Makes it off the glass.
And this guy is a gamer. Brooks, I mean, you have to admire how competitive he is, even amongst aggressive coverage.
The pass to Walker. White looking around. DeRozan. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Right wing. First quarter, just over a minute played. The floater, and Morant will lay it in.
You could do that every time up the floor. Put Morant in the pick and roll and just let him go to work.
Walker, bounce pass. Pass to Poeltl. Outside, Walker jacks up a 3. They get it again. And the rejection by Jackson.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
A nice shot by Anderson.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside, DeRozan passes it to Poeltl. They need this. Nice D from Valanciunas.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Now here's Anderson after the miss from Jakob Poeltl. Shot clock at 6. Jackson misses.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Stolen by Anderson. And even 3-on-3 break. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by DeRozan. Dishes it to Murray. Outside, Walker. Anderson against DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Oh, yeah, you can hear the sigh of relief from here. Now they've got to build on that first bucket.
Now here's Morant. He's coming off a 22-point game against Dallas. Here's the floater. He gets that one.
And how about the body control?
Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Here's Murray. Boy, he was something else against Boston. Pass to White. Outside, Walker. And the pass to DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. DeRozan's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's Brooks. Here's Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Looking at teams with new coaches, Chris, how long do you think it usually takes a new system to get the kinks out and work properly?
Yeah, hopefully you have veteran players because they can adapt the system a little bit quicker. Younger players, they might not, know the lingo. They might not know necessarily where to be. So you have to practice. And with practice time not being as a premium like it used to be, it's a little tougher. So it takes a while. You want to make sure you kind of look at the season, 82 games, you look at it in 4 20-game stretches, and you hope by that second 20-game stretch, you're into finding your rhythm as a team, and the team's starting to hone in on those little details.
Good perspective. He hits the second from the line.
And one of the younger players to enter the 2019 draft, Morant, wise beyond his years.
Now here's Murray. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Walker against Anderson. Pirtle trying to get open. And the shot is long. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Here's Morant. That shot is off. Murray with the defensive effort. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Oh, you love seeing Valanciunas spike it back. When he's active on this end, it makes a difference.
To the inside. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush. Now here's Walker. Outside DeRozan. Knocked loose. Here's Pirtle. Comes up empty down low.
Oh, no. Sloppy finish. The D was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it.
Chalk up 2 there.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Now here's Walker. Now Pirtle. He kicks to Murray. Over Morant. Here's Pirtle. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And Pirtle has a stick-with-it mentality on the offensive glass, just throwing himself against the boards.
Here's Morant. He has 5. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And here's the stat sheet on DeMar DeRozan. Last season, he played outstanding. Last year averaged 21 points per, 6 assists and 6 rebounds. But to have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lonnie Walker. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Derek White. And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
And the Spurs with some changes. Zeller, he's checked in for Purdy. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. And so it's San Antonio with it. They trail by 9 points. Zeller finds Mills. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Bellinelli passes to Zeller. Here is Forbes. Jang defending. 4 on the clock. Bellinelli with the 3. Rebound by Jang.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
It's Allen, top of the key. Zeller against Jang. The dish to Clark. That's tipped. Pass to Melton. He tries for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Mills looking it over. Lets a floater go. That shot off the mark. And it's Memphis the other way. Over in the corner, Allen. Passes to Jang. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Gay trying to break free. Mills can't hit. Memphis leading by 14. The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0", and that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
And the Spurs with possession here, following the score by Memphis, and stolen by Jang. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Here is Forbes, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Gabe passes to Zeller. Will it go? And he sinks the layup.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Melton. Bellinelli is covering. Pass to Melton. The 3-ball. Rebounded by the Spurs. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
Yeah, the offense looked cohesive last night. Whatever challenge the opposition presented, they answered with confidence.
Now here's Zeller. Here's Forbes. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Here's Clark. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Clark's got his second basket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now here's Mills. D right on him. Again, the Spurs good for 2. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. Melton passes to Jang. Kicks to Clark. And it's Rudy Gay with the rebound. Now here's Bellinelli. He's guarded closely. Poked away. That will count. That one's not going to go. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
I ain't said nothing for me. I don't really give a... Oh, man. 'Cause I'm all about...
Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Grizzlies have been rolling right along, haven't they?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
And the Grizzlies leading by 14. So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Clark is out there with Gorgie Dang. Then there's Allen. And it's Melton in at the 1 spot. We're talking about number 1 options at the offensive end. There's a mentality, right, that you got to have as the teams go to score, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's look at Harden. He can go 0 for 7, and then he expects to go 27 for 27. How about Curry? Have you ever seen Thompson when they said, oh, my God, Klay Thompson is off. Last game, he only had 11 points. Well, when that happens, you can bet your last dollar that the next game,
look out,
he's going to make every shot. And so what it is, again, a short memory. Whether you make a lot, so what? I'm going to do that again tonight. And if you missed a lot the previous night, so what? That wasn't this night. Let's get it right now.
And that one falls for Clark.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
And so Clark nails both of them. Spurs trail by 16. And Mills kicks to Zeller to the wing on the left. Spurs working the ball around now. Rudy Gay on the wing. Plenty of space. Rebound by Jang.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Allen passes to Jang. Here's Clark. Here's Melton. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 9.
Man, if Clark ever hits that shot with consistency, watch out. That's a game changer.
Here's Mills. Snatched away. Inside. Here's Clark. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. San Antonio making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. Memphis also making some changes. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jang. Dylan Brooks comes in for Allen. And it's Morant in for DeAnthony Melton. And so Clark nails both of them.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you.
You see the confidence rising? I mean, when Brooks is firing away like this, keep feeding him.
Brooks against DeRozan. Nice D from Brooks.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now the pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over DeRozan. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Finished off by the big man. A 7-footer like Valanciunas should be operating near the hoop.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
There's the steal. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Morant with it. 5 points in the game. Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. Top of the key, Morant. Just 4 to shoot. No one near him. That shot missing. And the Spurs going the other way now. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. Back to Gay. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gay's got his first 2 points of the night.
And the wily athleticism of Gay helps him in these situations. Just so clever at finding ways to bury shots against defenders.
Tipped away. Brooks outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Out left to the wing. And Morant gets it to go on the assist from Valanciunas. 7 points for John Morant.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
San Antonio calls timeout. There are a lot of people that say, Chris, the European players are more fundamentally sound overall. Are they right?
Well, I think when you look at a guy like Doncic or Dirk or Porzingis,
Yes.
You're taking the best of the best and you're creating a whole field. So I can't say overall. I would say they've had some players that have come in and wowed us, and that's awesome. But also you have those guys going pro at the age of 13, 14, 15 years old, and so I think they may miss out on some of the other things that life has to offer, like a normal high school experience, those type of things. But I tell you what, it's a copycat league and it's a copycat game, and so once you see players that are 7 foot coming over, shooting, passing, dribbling, I think you can say guys like Kevin Durant and others, I think you can say they're pretty sound overall. So I don't buy into that theory, but I do think for a lot of Europeans, being a professional early helps you transition into the NBA a little bit better maybe than guys coming out of college off of 1 year.
I would agree. A different look now for San Antonio. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Tyler Zeller. White comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Now, here's DeRozan. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Boston. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Brooks against White. Pass to Anderson. He dishes it to Morant. Outside Jackson. To the middle. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
His energy level has never dropped in his game. I mean, he's working his tail off, and the D is struggling to keep up.
Now here's Murray. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside DeRozan. Jackson against Gay. Outside White. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Anderson up top. DeRozan defending. Pass to Morant. The teardrop falls in. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Gay. 17 points for him last game against Boston. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Rudy Gay.
Lonnie Walker.
Murray outside. 5 to shoot. Outside White. From deep three-point range, it's not going to go for him. Nice D from Brooks. And here's Anderson. Dishes to Morant. To the left wing. Valanciunas inside. Hurdles there, and they pick up 2. And that's now 6 points for Valanciunas.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
DeRozan's shot is off.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
Morant kicks to Brooks. The pass to Valanciunas. And Pirtle sends it back.
Wonderful anticipation from Pirtle on that one, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
And not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Zhang comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Brooks. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Melton. The Grizzlies on offense. They're on a 20-6 run. He kicks it to Morant, doubled by Murray. Here's Melton. Off target from three-point range. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Teardrop shot, and it's Murray, that time on the assist from DeRozan. Murray's got his first bucket in this one. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Murray. Pass to Melton. Jackson against Murray. Just 5 on the clock. And Jackson gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside, White. Passes it to Murray. Connects in the foul line jumper. Murray's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room. Murray surveying the D. And there's a minute 45 left now here in the second. Pirtle. And another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Pirtle is so polished in the post. Defenders are always nervous when he has the ball down low.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the
Shoot
line
2.
too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
That one is off. Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blazed the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Wrens, in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, of just paving the way for me as a basketball player, I want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did. Drafting the first African-American player, making the first African-American player coach in Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, and leaving him a good team. And if you look at organizations like the Black Fives who bring an awareness to the games, and you just want to understand your legacy culturally. And that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give them a big hug and a wet kiss on the cheek, because I just thank them for not only advancing the movement in sports, but culturally. Sports has always sent a message to the culture and society about how cool teammates work together and how you can overcome a problem by working together. And so I really thank them for enduring all of the hardships that they did so that we can reap the benefits. So it's been awesome to be part of the league and be able to shake hands with those that have blazed trails for us.
That is so admirable on your part. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Pirtle's got 5 points so far.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot, just abusing the defense down in the paint.
Walker against Anderson. Allen outside. Over Murray. Trying to get open as Jang. Allen's shot is off. Murray, the pass to DeRozan. From 18 feet away. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Memphis, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. We said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. It's Memphis out in front at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, their field goal percentage is a number that jumps off the page. May I say it's Shaq-like? It's a good one. Seriously, they're incredibly efficient shooting the basketball, and I don't think they settle for any bad shots. And you're never going to go wrong with that strategy.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We've got DeRozan. Derek White is out there with Murray. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Walker in at the 3, the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. To the paint, here's White. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The 29th pick in 2017 by the Spurs, their injuries last year created an opportunity for Derek White to show Greg what he can do with steady minutes.
And White at 6'4", capable of manning either guard spot, a shooter, a playmaker, and an all-defensive team in college. He is definitely a keeper.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Murray.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some data for White.
Some last season stats for him. Put up about 10 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Yeah, he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Take a break. Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
First one falls for him. Good on both. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for San Antonio. Kicks it to Pirtle. White against Brooks. Takes a three. And it's White missing.
Well, if you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time down.
Here's Anderson. Walker with some nice D.
That works just like they drew it up. Until the part where he short arms the layup.
Now here's Murray. He's covered closely. Pass to DeRozan. Outside, Walker. 6 to shoot. Another shot. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Brooks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Sometimes Brooks is a tough matchup for the D, especially when he's playing with some intensity and looking to score.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
45th pick in the 2017 draft. Remember when Brooks led Oregon to the Final Four?
And the second free throw, good. For San Antonio, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
And look at Pirtle effortlessly dropping the hammer on the D.
Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Morant. The rebound by the Spurs.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now here's Morant. 13 points in the game. Shoots from the right block. Good. He hits the jump shot. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
An 0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
And Murray, here we go.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young, he still has a very bright future.
The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And take a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
First free throw is good. A different look now for San Antonio. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lonnie Walker. And it's Bryn Forbes in for White. And Memphis also making a switch. Clark's checked in. And so Murray nails both of them. And the Grizzlies leading by 23. Brooks outside. There's the pass to Valanciunas. Now Morant, defended by Pirtle. Shot clock at 3. From 10 feet out. They get it back. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 13.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Now here's Murray. 6 points for him. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's Morant missing.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when you take care of the backboard, you can limit teams to 1 shot.
And out of UCLA, forward Kyle Anderson. Some call him slow-mo. Why is that?
Well, I mean, not the most athletic player. It's his size and IQ for the game, though, that makes him so effective.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And Chris in his 6th season out of UCLA. Small forward Kyle Anderson.
Well, yeah, Kevin, in his first 3 years, improving his long-range distance, shooting to over 37%. Now, it's fallen back off the last couple of seasons, but he's a smart, savvy player, and he's at his best when he's hitting shots.
Zeller, he's checked in for the Spurs. Mills comes in for Murray. That's off as well, so he misses both.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Shots good by Mills.
Oh, and Gay is a man of many talents, a sharp passer who puts the team above all else.
Now here's Morant, covered by Mills. From 13, here's Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Now, here's DeRozan. 10 points for him. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
San Antonio making a switch here. Pirtle's checked in.
Shooting 1.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan. With more star players changing teams, the word tampering comes up. Chris, is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And you know, Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
You know
yes.
what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But again, how do you stop it? I mean, you know, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, you know, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You know, you got to let me say that. And, you know, if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working through with integrity.
Here's DeRozan following the score by Memphis. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And finished off by Morant.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings, a selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Here's Gay, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
Here's Morant. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Gay. There's the dish to Mills. Back to Gay. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Morant.
And the astonishing athleticism of Gay puts defenders in a bind. He knows how to get under their skin.
The Spurs have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. That free throw good from Gay.
And when it comes to athletic small forwards, Gay is the cream of the crop. An aggressive player whose reach really helps him on both offense and defense.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Grayson Allen comes in for Anderson, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Morant. And both free throws good for Gay.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Allen outside. Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him. Over Pirtle. Here's Clark. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Mills. How he did last season. He averaged about 10 points a game last year. 3 assists and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Clark. He hits both from the stripe. Spurs have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Mills with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Now here's Mills. Defense is right there. No good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Here's Valanciunas. That's good. Basket number 5 out of 5 for 8-night shooting.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Mills finds Gay. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Allen passes to Clark. Banked in off the glass. Clark's got 6 here in this quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for them.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Now here is Pirtle. 7 points in the game. Here's Forbes. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Forbes has got his second basket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Bellinelli against Allen. Now here's Valanciunas. Guarded closely. Defended by Pirtle. They get it back. No good from Valanciunas. For San Antonio, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Knocked away. Here's Clark, covered by Mills. But they get it back.
Clark.
And when Clark is on fire, he stays aggressive. You got to love how this young fella is willing to dominate games.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, and his shot selection, iffy at best tonight. A lot of forced, contested shots this game. He'll be lucky if he just gets a talking to here instead of a ticket to the bench.
Derek White's checked in for the Spurs. Back to Mills. Kicks it out to Gay. Over Clark. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist by Mills. And it's 8 points for Gay.
Oh, and if you were the defense, you have to be right in the jersey of Gay. A knockdown threat on the catch and shoot.
Pass to Clark. Outside, White passes it to Gay, and it's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Here's Clark. He's got 17. And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Now here's Mills, Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Allen. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Clark. Bellinelli is covering, and slam dunk by Clark.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
27 seconds left to play in the third. Pirtle trying to get open. And so Allen will bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Outside Jackson, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Nine seconds left to play here in the third. Stolen away, and stolen by Murray. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Gorgie Dang is out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then there's Jackson. Then there's Allen. And it's Melton in at point guard. Here's Melton after Rudy Gay's bucket. Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and then pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But now I think, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. And so many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for San Antonio. White comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Oh, the lob to DeRozan, and the dunk by DeRozan.
When you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
Now, here's Valanciunas. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Pass to Gay. Spurs passing it around. Murray kicks to Walker. Outside, White. The pass to DeRozan. And the basket is good. DeRozan's got 9 points now in just the second half.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Morant. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, get the money, but what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see, and if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. C-Web, excellent. Plays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 19 points.
Picking, moving, looking for his spots. Morant slithering around the court with the ball on the string.
Murray, the pass to Gay. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Down low. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Watanabe's checked in. So it's the Spurs now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. White inside. Nice D from Valanciunas.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
On the wing, Brooks. He's guarded by Johnson. And finished off by Morant.
That's a high-level finish from Morant, showing more strength than he's really giving credit for.
Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay. Okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys any year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on a contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract, and those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players of the league, period.
Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Floats one up, and they'll keep possession. Count it. 18 points for Valanciunas. And San Antonio shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Johnson outside. With the teardrop and the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's Watanabe, guarded by Walker. Now Morant. Out to the wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Watanabe. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
He's the best when he's assertive like that. I mean, don't take any chances. Take it to the cup.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Walker the pass to Samanic. Here's White. Outside, Walker. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Valanciunas, good.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Now here's White. Inside, here's Johnson, and it's blocked. It's Morant in the corner. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Morant's got 24.
Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Medu throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
Chris, last season the Thunder became the final NBA team to reach an agreement for jersey sponsorships. Have you gotten used to seeing those patches on the various jerseys around the league?
You know what, Kevin? I have. And they're not as intrusive as I thought.
Me too. I agree.
I was so scared of this. I thought it was going to ugly up the jerseys and be bigger than the team logo and things like that. But you know how great this league is when it comes to getting messages out to their fans and promotion. And so we've done a wonderful job. And actually some I really, really like how they fit the jerseys, how the colors matches, and the history of the company, actually. So, no, I think they've done a great job kind of just making sure it just slides in there, not taking away the shine from the team.
And the Spurs making a change here. Mills is checked in. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Memphis. Here's Mills, passes to Samanic. Spurs working the ball around now. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Here's Watanabe. Pass to Melton. From downtown, connects from 3-point range.
Well, he's not going to get an easier look than that. You don't need to double team him, but you can't leave him all alone.
And there's the pass to Samanic. See, Webb, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game. And one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here is Tolliver. Pass to Watanabe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Melton. Misses off the right iron.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Now here's Jang. Tolliver the pass to Watanabe. Here's Melton, covered by Mills.
2 minutes.
Here's Jang, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Memphis, Gorgie Dang. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated with constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, like myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing, and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media's going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said. Now here's Johnson. To end the cold streak, and the 3 ball is good.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Memphis.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Valanciunas.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim. They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
Now here's Johnson. Lets it go with a 3, but they'll get another chance. And it's Johnson with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Jang with the ball. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. There is a better game, there is a worse game, but, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is to take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.